All right. Want to welcome all my fellow Tribulation watchers. Today is Tuesday, May 15th, 2012. And yes, my friends, we have reached well, yesterday was actually the anniversary, but we are now officially into the second year of my personal witness and testimony to the tribulation that is unfolding in front of me. And yes, my friends, Diablo, the devil, is here. And of course, I'm talking about the new game that is being introduced to the world by a company called Blizzard Entertainment. If you've seen the commercials of it, it looks as evil can get. I actually went to the website and took a look at it, and it's basically an end times Revelation type game. It's like a Star Falls, evil incarnate. The devil comes to I don't think they're calling it Earth, they're calling it some other name, but ultimately as a player you're some kind of Jedi Knight, trying to take on the evil. But could it be a foreshadowing of what is actually happening in reality? Is the world continuing to spiral downwards into chaos? Yeah. And I've been trying to kind of look at the bright side of life lately, because there's so many people out there, with the doom and the gloom. And of course, there's been a lot of people that were predicting all sorts of stuff, and so far nothing has happened. But I thought, since this is the 1 year anniversary, and technically it's the first day of the second year, I thought I would just kind of go retro and kind of just stay focused on the doom and gloom today. So, it's amazing that we've made it a year down the road, and nothing much has changed. Financially, the world is still on the verge of a complete meltdown collapse. And I know I've been saying that, over and over and over again, and the market goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up. But, the reality is, the only people making money are the filthy, stinking rich. Everybody else getting poor. But if you look around the world, 2 days ago, the headline in the Mercury News out here in San Jose, California, was that California is $16 billion in the red, and, we're about to drop off into the ocean. It's just a matter of time. But our glorious governor, Jerry Brown, God bless him, he is going to put a bunch of measures on the November ballot, saying let's raise taxes on everybody. That's something for us all to look forward to, And, I'll just tell you, here's the dirty little secret. It really doesn't matter, whether they raise taxes or not, because if we don't raise taxes, what they'll do is just print more money. So either way, the poor will get poorer and the rich will get richer. But as we look around the world, it's really a mess. France went socialist, and now, their new president is saying, hey, forget about austerity and paying for stuff that we're spending. Let's just spend. And, of course, Merkel in Germany, she had a crushing defeat, so it looks like she's going to be kicked out of office. And, the veil of deceit is getting thicker and thicker, and, everybody is in a delusion because, politicians are just promising, like, don't worry about it, we'll just keep spending. That's the way to get out of this. Just keep spending money we don't have. So Greece is going bankrupt, Spain's going bankrupt, basically, the economy, I'll put it this way, because I'm really going to stick to the doom and gloom. We're now 11 years out from 9/11, and we're kind of due for the other foot to fall, and people are kind of looking at it falling on New York. God love them, I don't want anything to happen to the people of New York, but I'm telling you, my spider senses are tingling, saying something's going to happen. Another 9/11 might even happen on 9/11 of this year. Could happen sooner. Kind of hard to say. But what I will tell you is, what was the goal of the first attack of 9/11? Well, it was to take down the American economy, and they almost did. So I guarantee you the second attack, if and when it comes, that's going to be the same goal. So, the powers that be, the Illuminati, the Council of Foreign Affairs, the Freemasons, whoever these sinister people are, principalities in the highest places in the world, their goal is just to crash it all down, because they believe that they will rise like a phoenix and start a new world order. Of course, on the war front, things are as bad as ever. People still being slaughtered every single day over there in Syria and in Iraq and Pakistan. People being killed by the hundreds down in Mexico from the drug wars. And, our glorious president, Barack Obama, rather than actually stand up for good in the world, he's more concerned with standing up for gay people. And I don't have a whole lot against gay people, God bless them. But, I'd rather have my president taking care of all the crap in the world, because it's about to hit the fan. Now, we're about 5 days away from the 19th and especially the 20th, some big astral alignments in space, where we're going to have a lunar eclipse and an alignment with the Pleiades, with the pyramids and whatnot. We also got the NATO summit happening in Chicago. And, Obama also has a G8 summit, which, conveniently the new dictator of Russia, Vladimir Putin, pulled out of it, Is that just a coincidence, Especially if you're planning on possibly, launching some kind of an attack. You sure as heck wouldn't want to be in the country you're launching the missiles at. Now, I'm not saying that's actually going to happen, but, I've read some rumors that kind of say it is. Around the world, all the crazy weather, volcanoes, horrific storms, lightning killing people, hail, drought, famine, there's diseases popping out everywhere. There's some poor gal over in Georgia that's fighting necrotizing fasciitis. And, that's hard to say, but you know why I can say it? Because I had it at one time. Yeah, 5 years ago, just about killed me too. So there's just all sorts of crazy stuff going on. And of course, a lot of us think, it could be Satan coming down to earth, but I think he's already here, man. But, I got my other crazy theories, which is, like everybody's thinking, oh, the aliens are coming. And, all the movies coming out of Hollywood are basically telling us that. The Avengers, it was aliens coming through a portal. They got the new movie Battleship. There's TV series about aliens attacking. Hey, why are all these shows having aliens landing? Because they're prepping us. They're brainwashing us for an event that's about to happen. Now, you think I'm crazy? Hey, I'll tell you a fact, my friends. Before Barack Obama got elected, just about every TV show had a black guy as president in it, to prep us. And, I don't think we even needed to be prepped, because I was actually kind of happy about America finally having a black president. But that being said, the one we got sucks. So, the doom and the gloom just continue on, man. And, I've been telling you it's been shifting into high gear. Now it's going to shift into turbo mode, because between 5/20 and, of course, the grand event of them all, which is the transit of Venus on June 6th, all of it, portends to changes, life as we know it probably changing. And, one of the biggest things out there is, everybody's watching the sun, because, without a doubt, everybody's saying, man, if there was just a super big, massive solar flare, coronal mass ejection, it could just wipe out the whole electrical grid, throwing us right back into the Stone Age, the Dark Ages. So, doom and gloom, man. You wanted it, you got it. On the anniversary of Tribulation 5/15/2011, today is 5/15/2012. And you know what? I'm still here, you're still here. But if you're, crazy enough to think that there is not a tribulation unfolding in front of you, then there's no hope for you, These people that are walking around in a bubble with their head shoved into the sand, God bless them. That's probably, whenever it is happens, that's where they'll be, you know, all the way up to the bitter end, you know, as the world literally disintegrates around them. They'll have their head in the sand going, hey, nothing's going on, nothing's going on, even though I'm being vaporized out you know, on the surface here. So you know, here in San Jose, it's actually a beautiful day. I'm gonna go take my dogs for a walk. You know, the weather's been still kind of freaky deaky. You know, we have cold days, hot days. You know, I'm gonna go down to the General Assistance Office tomorrow and see if I can get my food card. So you know, I'm crossing my fingers. That would be like a silver lining in an otherwise dark cloud, is that the government's gonna give me some free cheese. You know, nothing like free cheese. You know, I don't know if there's anything that I'm necessarily missing out on. So, you know what? With that in mind, I'm going to wrap it up. You know, I'm still thinking positive. There is some good stuff going on out there. And maybe on my next blog, I'll get back to just kind of focusing on the good stuff. Because as all this other stuff unfolds, you're going to have to know what the plan is for the good side. And there is a plan. You know, we're in motion. We're in action, you know. As much as the world's spinning down into chaos, there's still a bunch of us that are trying as hard as we can to, you know, fight against that. So, you know, to all my tribulation brothers and sisters out there, think positive, go out there and, you know, help somebody today. You know, give a poor guy like $1 to buy a beer or some food. You know, maybe, you know, sweep up a broken bottle that's, you know, people are smashing bottles all over the place. I don't know what that's all about. You know, when I was younger, I never did that, you know. And if I did, it was out in some remote location. But, you know, nowadays, it's just smash bottles wherever you're at, you know. So, anyway, you know, go get your tribulation on. All right. Take care.